taller, you could block the wind. Yeah, I know.
It's not that windy though.
Hello. Good day, everybody, and welcome back to CJfarmGrit.
So it is currently gusting up to 37-mile-an-hour winds. And if we blow away, you're blown away with this because the selfie stick's still broken, but we needed to do an intro for the video. So, if you've never spent an evening in a grape harvester before,
You will today.
and the grapes, we started organics, and the grapes really weren't graping,
We've had grapier grapes, but
yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into the video.
this has been life recently. Complete wind. Trees.
These half Egyptian things.
What are you
What
doing?
the heck? You're not a frog. What are you doing? Ooh, your hair looks good.
Whose hair?
Run, boy. If you guys want, you can comment what time it is when you're watching this. For us right now, it is 5:44 p.m. And comment it in your time zone, in your country, what time it is when you're watching this. That could actually be really creepy if we get a couple of comments and it was the same time. Even if it was a couple days later, but somebody still watched it at that exact time that somebody else watched it. Who's watching this right now? That would be really weird. But yeah, right now it is 5:44. Be interesting to see what time. It'll show how many early birds and night owls we have, or like them just after work. Sorry, this is only a one-person's ladder thing. He would be going right now, but I'm recording, and so I'm driving back up. He's taking me back up to my tractor. Yeah! Let's just take a moment and look at these clouds. I hope it rains! The belts are stuck, that's why we're stopped. Okay, so there is currently 2 gondola dumps in the tank, and this gondola is going to fill it.
I'll be going down the second shorter row.
Okay, so now we are moving all of the equipment to our next parcel that we are picking our conventional Concords at. We finished the parcel that we were at, and so now we're going to our next parcel. By the way, the parcel that we're at, it is one of our highest yielding tonnages, and so we all like picking here because the gondolas get filled very quickly, and so it just goes a lot faster. And this is actually the parcel. This is the parcel that you guys saw us blowing out the sprinklers the other day. So same field. The grapes weren't picked then. That's what we're doing now. If it wasn't obvious.
Wind's picking up. So glad it's jacket weather. And the air is starting to smell all crisp and clean and cold. It's not cold, it's just breezy. So when I'm coming to the end of the row, I go into B high 3 and count 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Turn into it. And then the picker follows.
The first dump in the second truck in the third tank, right?
No, she's the second dump in the second tank in the second truck.
Be the first dump in the second truck in the third tank.
Yeah. You know it's fall when we get in the tractor and there's like 3 different coats in here.
This is your new captain speaking. Now what do y'all want to talk about?
Where's my apples?
The car.
Car. Nice thing about having fruit, farming fruit, is you can go get an apple when you're hungry for a snack, and it's healthy.
We was picking the other field. You needed to not go down that row. Whatever.
That's so weird to think that some of you watching this could be eating our apples. That is just so weird. You're eating our apples. The wind's starting to pick up.
Wait for me!
Oh, the flashlight's dead. Oh, that's creepy. I'm gonna need that flashlight. Hold on. So we only have 2 more dumps and then we are done harvesting, and then we have to go wash in the semi. So I'm gonna go up in the picker with our brother and he's gonna show you everything, all the controls and stuff up there. And so we're just gonna go with 1 gondola because there's only 2 dumps left.
Coat.
What?
Dad's yellow coat.
He had it in the purple in Kent.
What?
He-
Yes? You had?
I forgot to say you were gonna do the tractor. So we're only gonna have 1 gondola going
There's only 2 dumps left.
because there's only 2 dumps left.
Okay.
Move your phone, move whatever this. Oh, you got a light too? Oh, goody! supposed to be magnetic. You want me to take down this one or this one? That one?
Hand over the hunks.
Stay, please.
You're gonna be
Look at 'em.
talking.
Are you gonna talk and eat?
I will eat a couple before she presses record.
Okay, so we are in the grape harvester and we're gonna answer some of you guys' questions. So a couple of you had asked how effective is the grape harvester because there's like grape loss. So,
With pretty much with all mechanical machines,
speak up a little
like
bit.
corn harvesters, grape harvesters, there's always going to be a little bit of grape loss. Where, like with corn choppers, you would they're looking for like a seed, a square foot. Where with the grape harvester, there's quite a bit more being lost, but it's way more efficient and those grapes on the ground are not enough to justify the cost of bringing hundreds of people in here to pick each grape by hand. So it does pay. Those grape loss is still cheaper than having people come in here and pick these by hand.
But there's not that many.
Well, there is probably with this machine, it's an older machine. I think it's early 2000s maybe. But it does do pretty good with keeping grapes in the picker and not dropping them out.
We actually custom harvest for a farmer and
Tell them what that means.
what?
Tell them what custom harvest means.
He owns the farm, but we come in and harvest the grapes for him.
Because harvest equipment is very expensive.
Yes. And so we custom harvest for him.
Yeah.
And so he was telling us the last year when we were in there harvesting, he said, because he has that farm and then he has another farm that's kind of further away that we don't harvest that farm. He has another crew go in there with a grape harvester and harvest those. And he was telling us that how he likes our machine, our grape harvester, because there's not so many grapes on the ground compared to the other grape harvester on his other farm.
Which this machine is better than a lot out there, but there is definitely better pickers out there. Better for grape loss, maybe like the newer Oxbows or New Hollands probably do a way better job. But still, this is a really good machine especially for the age. It's still better than some of the newer machines.
I'm going to show the controls now. Just say what you're doing.
So on this farm, it's pretty hilly. There's a big old draw, and there's like 2 hills on each side, and it just kind of levels out on the bottom. But I mean that's like a decent hill, and like all grape pickers, unless it's like 1980s or something, will have like a leveling feature on it, so you can be picking level. So I will always use that because I like to sit level. It's just easier to pick. That's what these 3 sticks are right here. So there is basically a piston, a cylinder. There's one up front, which is center, which is what I'm lining up in the row, and there's 2 more in the inside tire, behind the tire on the left and right wheel, that can level this thing out. So when I'm picking on hills, I will be sitting straight, but the body of the picker will be, with the hill, and that makes it way easier to pick. But when Dad drives, he doesn't like to use it. I guess he's old-fashioned, but he never uses it. As here, watch the front. I'll lift the whole front of the picker up. Whole front of the picker is up, back down.
I didn't see anything, but whatever.
So I can raise this whole rear of the picker up off the ground, maybe like 2 feet. It's quite something.
So what we've been doing when we do the country highlight is we will look solely on the average view duration and see which country was the highest. But some countries are the countries with the lower views, obviously their average view duration is going to be higher than like United States,
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand, some of our top countries. We have a lot more views from those countries, so the average view duration is lower. So it was kind of not fair doing that, and so
To the bigger countries.
Yeah.
Watching.
not the more views country.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, for the country highlight, the country has to have at least 50 views. That could change and it could go up, but right now we're going to do 50 views the country has to have. So
This week's country highlight.
we've done, I think, like 3 country highlights, and New Zealand was the only one that had like a lot more
Oh,
than
yeah.
50 views.
We had a lot more.
But the other 2, they were lower than that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing now. We're going to do at least 50 views, and out of those countries, which one wins?
So, crikey, this week's country highlight is, if that didn't give it away already,
Australia, mate!
So, some fun facts about Australia. Australia has more kangaroos than people. Australia also has more than 10,000 beaches. And then, Cooper is an Australian Kelpie. Say the last one.
And the last fun fact about Australia is before it was called Australia, it was originally called New Holland by the Dutch navigators. So
Fun facts. Thank you, Australia. You made it to this week's country highlight.
you guys are always in our
Paw.
top countries, so
Paw.
good on you, mates.
Cooper.
Okay, you can sit down, but look at the camera.
Cooper. Paw.
Look at the camera.
So actually, not too long ago, we got an email from an Australian gentleman, and he was telling us about Australians' unique growing regions, because they have vineyards and orchards down there as well. So he said that you guys have you have hailstones. Let's see.
Hail the size of golf balls.
He said it's a big hub for both, but the weather there can be wild. Think snow, hailstones the size of golf balls, scorching heat, heavy rain, and on top of that, birds and flying foxes. That's the thing. I mean, we know like flying squirrels. We don't have them, I think. I mean, we have coyotes, but they don't fly.
We had to look up flying foxes to make sure it was an actual
And it is.
creature.
And it is. And they can wipe out 25 to 45% of the crops down there. So that is a wild.
And you guys have like spiders the size of birds.
Oh, the huntsman. I think it's called the huntsman spiders. They are flippin' huge, like huge. We have tarantulas. Don't. We've got daddy long legs, but they're no huntsman spiders. Like those are disgustingly big. And so yeah.
And yet we've always wanted to go to Australia. We love your guys' accent, by the way. You guys have a cool accent.
Yeah. So thank you, Australia. You made it on this week's country highlight. And if you want from now on, you guys have to have at least 50 views from your country and the longest view duration. So if you want your country to be on the list, make sure you watch it all the way through.
And we haven't been able to get back to you, sir. We've been busy, but thank you for your kind email. Accent. And we've always wanted to go, despite your creatures and everything down there. Spiders the size of birds.
Flying foxes.
Snakes of many kinds.
Oh, there was also, I saw something that 25 out of, you guys have 21 out of the 25 top deadliest animals in the world. You have 21 of them. I think I said that right. TV camera operator, editor, and Australian producer that sent us the email. We're not going to say your name because...
That was a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
you didn't even know Australia was going to be the country highlight.
So, thank you, Australia.
You guys are great. You guys are great. Why did this accent?
You guys are great, mate.
You guys are great, mate.
So, let's keep walking to the video. Well, this is the video. break it?
No. So as I come out of each row, I have to watch the rear of the picker because the rear hangs out so much. It's so long at the back. And if I turn out of the row too soon, I mean, we have a ton of room up here to turn, but especially in tight stuff, I can't turn right out of the row because then the rear would swing around and hit the front. And then in the front, the picker is only so wide, so I have to make sure I'm centered in the row. Then I have to look in the camera. Once I come in centered, I have to watch the camera. See the bottom one, I'm looking at that says back. The shaker rods, a lot of the time, if the wire is not on the top of the post, will get caught crap, I don't my finger. Will get caught on the post and it'll yank the rod out. Sometimes it'll break, but that happens quite often. We just got to undo the clamp, put the rod back in, and clamp it back together.
So what are you doing what do you do when you turn into the row after you get in your row?
Then I got to turn the shakers on right as I clear the post and hit the first vine. Get as many grapes as we can off. So I know last year when we did this video, some people were asking if it's a John Deere machine because they saw the emblem right here in the middle, the John Deere on the steering wheel. But no, this is a Naren. I think it's like a Naren 1230.
Made in New Zealand.
But it's a Naren picker, but it's a John Deere cab. I think Naren puts John Deere cabs on there. Like this is a combine cab.
So did we tell them how much grape loss there was?
So then, speaking of another grape loss, is this picker, well, all pickers sometimes don't get all the grapes off the vine. So I'm always looking back to check, make sure there's no grapes, almost no grapes left on the vine. If I see a couple berries here and there, that's okay. Or like at post, you'll see more grapes because like the shakers can't shake the post that's stamped into the ground. So around post, you're losing grapes because it like won't really shake it. It'll only get half of them off. But like the baby grapes, the young ones, they picked really hard. I was going like a mile an hour. I had the shakers turned up to like 3,500 RPM, and I was going like 0.7.
Because younger grapes.
Well, and they were really heavy.
I know, because younger grapes have more berries compared to like the older vineyard. What am I trying to say? So
there's probably in a square foot, probably about 10 berries. No, probably like 5 berries per square foot, I think.
And then sometimes, like when we're dumping a berry or two, berry. Have you been saying berry this whole time? Grapes aren't berries.
They are.
Blueberry, strawberry, grape.
That's the last row. We're gonna move over to the hilly stuff.
And sometimes, like when we are dumping the gondolas into the semi, a grape here or there will spill out.
Not lately, because I've been parking them. If you park the semis good, then the gondolas dump good.
Because if you park it on a hill, yeah.
Leaning away from the gondola, then the gondola doesn't tip onto the truck enough and spill more.
What was there to talk about?
So this picker does not have gears as in the tractors do. It's a hydrostatic. Like almost, I think all pickers are hydrostatic. That's for a couple reasons.
Wait, what does that mean?
So it doesn't have gears. It's pretty much just forward, backward. Like pretty much like your riding lawnmower, just the exact same way, forward, backward, and doesn't have gears. There's a high and low gear. So if I flip this, we'll speed up, slow down. This is a hydrostatic, and most hydrostatics, not all hydrostatics, like the newer pickers will go like 20 mile an hour, but this picker will only go 9.
Yep. 9
mile an hour max speed. So it takes forever to take it from farm to farm.
Not that long. So we still didn't tell them how much grape loss there was.
So yeah, we did.
We did? Was your question answered? No.
So, like, we're on this hilly stuff now. As you can see, the sway bar, the far one, that bar out front, I use it as a pull-up bar a lot, but it's a sway bar, and that's the angle of the hill right now. Other than this bigger beam right here, that's how we're sitting, so you can see the angle of the hill right now than how we're sitting.
It's going like this.
Yeah, this is how we would sit with no leveling, right there, compared to being leveled out. So it's really nice, especially when I use it, because I like to use it a lot. She would usually be driving, but
We're talking to you guys. We're waiting because she's dumping.
one more gondola fill and we're done for the night.
So,
2 loads.
And then
We're starting organics tomorrow.
Yeah. She's bringing Cooper. Oh, he almost gave me a heart attack. I opened the semi. I asked you like an hour ago. I said, "Where's Cooper?" And he said, "Running around." And I opened the semi. I opened the semi door to get a flashlight to see an animal sit up and look at me.
Why did you bring him?
He followed me.
He was in the semi.
He followed me. He was sitting in the back of the truck, and then he followed me.
Let him run.
You got room for one more?
Let him run.
That could be a scene if you put him up into the semi. Picker.
Is full. No, have him run. He needs exercise. He hasn't got his 5 miles today. So, I mean, some of you might be thinking, why don't we just turn the belch way up and turn the shakers way up all the way, and we can go faster, pick faster. That's kind of what I always thought when I first started driving. I was like, why don't we just turn the belts up all the way and turn the shakers up all the way, and we can pick as fast as we want, because we're only going 1.5 right now. When you have the belts sped up, when you have them going faster, it wears out the bearings faster. And putting the shakers too high can break more stuff, break more branches and stuff, which less fruit next year, I think.
Less what?
Fruit next year is we will lose juice with this picker. We will lose a lot of juice.
Go the figs.
Because like as you turn, you can see a steady stream of juice coming out of the back of the bottom, the vertical belts. Where with the oxbows and stuff, which have buckets for belts, we'll lose way less juice. And then you can see on the oxbows where the gondolas are, where their grape levels are when they're full, you can see the juice. So you are losing some weight in the juice because water was 8 pounds a gallon. So you are losing some weight, and for us, weight is money. Weight, we get paid by weight of the grapes. So if we lose
sugars?
Yeah, but mostly weight. But if we're losing, like the semi-tank will leak sometimes, and Dad has to go get them welded, and that means we're losing juice, which is weight. Anyway, with the oxbows, you can save. They're more efficient technically because they're wasting less juice, and cause some like the grapes will get smashed or something as we're picking, and the juices will kind of go on the ground in this picker. So look, like this is really getting sidling. As you can see in front of us, it's downhill. So I'm leveling myself out right now. Look at the sway bar. Look at how much of an angle it is.
This one right there.
Is my pull-up bar. It's quite handy for pull-ups. We should do a pull-up. All three of us should do a pull-up competition on the front. Every year we are gonna have breakdowns and stuff like that happen with, I mean, even new machines. So, I mean, this is pretty reliable machine. We've only had a couple things go wrong with it, a couple rollers and stuff, which, I mean, are wear parts, but bearings are wear parts, but
it's a pretty grape machine. We are so gonna overuse that. Where's the end of the row?
we're right up here.
Don't talk because you have the mic.
She's outside. Can y'all just tell her to hold on to me? Just in case I need to stop quickly.
Ignore the spider webs.
Over now.
Done. The belts get emptied. If they're turning. The belts get emptied. So then we can go wash. Oh, that looks cool. Grab an apple real quick. Now harvesting our organic Concords. I don't know why, but sometimes I get like this like, we're in harvest. And then other times it's like, when does harvest start? Like it doesn't even feel like we're in harvest. Like right now, it doesn't even feel like we're in harvest. Like when does harvest start? I don't know, time has been really wacky lately. was that? What was the tonnage last year? It was 2 rows.
Be not quite 10, close to 10.
We lost 6 ton in 1 year?
2.5 rows, maybe sometimes almost 3.
We lost 6 tons in 1 year?
4 or 5, I don't think 6.
We will explain later why that is. So stay tuned if you want to know why we have no grapes. Organic grapes. Hi, birdies. Why do they always look like they're flying the wrong way? I think they need to reset their GPS. The stinking, sticky picker belts keep getting stuck. And the belts are stuck again. That's been like 2 minutes. Sometimes all we have to do is, because they're going forward, all you have to do is reverse the belts and then do them back forward, and then it'll like do it itself. Belts are stuck. The belts are stuck again. I don't know how many more times I'm going to tell you guys before I just give up. Belts are stuck. Belts are stuck again. Newsflash, the belts are stuck again. I'm dumping my gondola, she's getting hers filled. All together now, the belts are stuck. So we are done for the night because we can't even pick. It's stopping so much.
Look like you saw a bear on my window.
And so we are done, and then
We're just washing.
we're gonna wash and call it a night.
Okay, so some of you guys had said that our marshmallow suits were too big and baggy around the spinny equipment parts. And the farm store only had like a one size fits nobody. And so Mom found some online. This is for those of you who thought we should use a bit smaller size.
So Mom had to order some separate boot things. Instead of marshmallows,
we think we look like swans.
So I'm taking the semi to the other farm so we can start picking here soon. So down the gravel roads, of course. So rate my semi driving on a scale from 1 to 10. You guys rate. You guys tell me if I'm good or not. But stick shifts are one thing I took really fast to. I mean, I'm like, in my mind, I'm pretty good at driving a stick, but. So yeah, that's yeah, the downshift's pretty good. So yeah, rate my semi-driving.
fall. You just feel it in the air. Air is all crisp. It's about, I don't know, 60 degrees, something like that. Just getting an apple. Hold on. Okay, so now we are harvesting this hillside. Feels like we were just doing this and it's already been a year. So Cooper it's kind of getting cold out and he was just sitting in the back of the truck. So we're gonna stick him up in the picker so he doesn't freeze. Hold on, he's out somewhere out there. Cooper! Cooper, come on boy! Cooper! 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 Oh my gosh, I don't know why he's walking so funny. Cooper! Walking with Cooper, he wouldn't follow in the tractor. This is a lovely walk though. Cooper! Cooper! He was freezing in the back of the truck. Come on, take him.
Record this.
Huh?
How many times can we record?
They said they like seeing the dog going up in the picker. Right? You guys like it? We got a lot of dog people out there, what? New picker driver too. He took over the semi, now he's taking over the picker. He loves it in there. He just curls up into a ball and goes to sleep. I guess the lull of the tractor, the picker could lull anybody to sleep. Now I gotta go walk back to my tractor, flippin' hug. So, kind of busy today. Dad and our sister are starting harvest, and so we're going to a one field that we thought we had all the sprinklers off, but they're not, and so we have to go take those sprinklers off. And then once we get the majority of those off, then we have to go spread bins. So, yeah, we've got harvest going on around here. Because we picked the cosmics tomorrow. So we need a bin spread, sprinklers need off, and the grapes need picked. There's fire. I hope everything's okay. Grapes are delicious. Somebody please tell us our truck isn't the only truck that looks like this during harvest. If we keep this up, we're not gonna have a job. Okay, tell me that doesn't look fake. This is what I'm looking at right now. Cooper! Why are you, Cooper? Sit. It's me. Cooper. Cooper, stop. Frick. Cooper! It's dark. He doesn't know what to mean. He's flipping out. Oh man, that was scary. Anyway, I was trying to show you it was the moon before I almost got mauled by our own dog.
Okay, I was just talking without the mic on, so I was literally talking to myself for like 5 minutes, and none of that will go in. So we did not, because of the weeder track, the duck foot is what we call it. It cuts the roots, so the canopy's not as full, and it's way lighter than the non-organic, the conventionals. So on this one farm, we had a spot. Normally Concord's on our best farm, they'll go like 13. The average will probably go like 9 to 11. This is probably a good average for most fields. But on this farm, there was a spot where it was over 10 ton, but it was a very short-lived. And then the rest of it was like, I think Dad said like 3 or 4 ton. And that means, so tons means tons to the acre. So on a good farm, we're getting, say, 14 tons of grapes per acre of grapes. We're getting 14 tons of grapes per acre. So, yeah, that's what it means. When we say tons like 15 and 2 and 4 and stuff like that, that's what it means. We did not deliver all of the grapes we were scheduled for because they were so light. And
Not sure what it is, but you go down between the 2 longest roads.
Someone asked, why don't we have membership? So, which is you pay, like you get perks and you pay like monthly, however much. We're not gonna do that because
We may later on, doubtful, but we're not going to be like, oh, we're not going to do that, but we're not right now. Because, like, that's like the bloopers that we put at the end, people will, like, make you guys pay for that kind of stuff and, like, give you videos just for members. And
we like to keep it open for all you out there.
yeah, because some might not even be able to afford that.
Yeah.
And that's no fun.
So we're not doing membership, and this is our only platform. We're not on TikTok, Instagram, or whatever else is out there. Just YouTube. See, just CJfarmGrit solely on YouTube. Oh. We've actually seen some channels that will post a video and it's open to the public, everybody, but then like they're not getting enough views, so then they stick it in membership to make it look like.
So then that defeats the whole purpose of having membership, so
We're just gonna, everything's free here.
hold on. So as you know, we've been having troubles with the beast. I go down the 2 longest roads. They're hoping it's not going to be too major, but they do have to wait on a part that got back ordered. So I was going to get you guys some epic drone shots, because I'm the one behind all the drone shots. I fly the drone, because I added lights on that beast. 14-inch light bars on the top at each corner, facing front, back, and then sides. So it was like lit up 360 degrees. So I was gonna get you guys some super cool drone shots. And then that happened, and then I never got to it. I still have yet to add the lights on these, on this tractor. This is the new one. But so we are having this is what we're using, is this and the old Super Steer. And let me tell you something right now. The smell of unfiltered diesel exhaust is heavenly. It smells so good. It smells like, kind of smells like harvest. It smells really good. Like that old Super Steer. It's a 2003, I think. It's in the very, very early 2000s. So it does not have any DPF on it. Just a muffler and a pipe. And it smells like harvest. It smells like good diesel exhaust. Unlike these tractors, or like the red truck, that's a 2022 diesel. It's got the LM2 in it, the 3-liter diesel, inline 6. And when you're hooking a trailer, and it's, you know, you have it running and you're hooking a trailer down at the hitch, oh, you cannot stand the smell of that exhaust. It reeks. I'm guessing, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the newer exhaust stink because it's going through the DPF and the catalytic converter. Tell me if I'm wrong, but like Dad's old 1997 Dodge 2nd gen, I just put new headlights in it, but Dad's 2nd gen 1997, it is pre-emissions. Okay, it's pre-emissions. And it is straight piped because it's pre-emissions. So it, first off, sounds good, and second, the exhaust smells good. It smells like actual diesel exhaust. What are we doing? Are we still turning a pattern, or we're just going in a circle? But tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if the newer diesel's exhaust, like the Super Steer and these new tractors, stink because of the DPS and SRCs on them, or it's just the newer diesels. Because Dad's truck is a diesel, it's got a 12 valve in it, and it does not stink. It smells like diesel exhaust should. Good. I need to add lights to these semis, like watermelon lights or bullet lights. But I don't know where to add them though. It's gotta look cool, especially on that Kenworth, the T600. I learned that from one of you guys actually. I had no idea what that truck was. Either one of you smart people out there said something about a T600, and I was like, oh hey, that is what it is. So thank you. Now I know what that truck is. I had no idea. It's Kenworth T600. It's 1994. So that's pre-emissions. That's nice. What I do when I'm just sitting in the tractor by myself. Yeah. Goodbye.
There's an owl! Do you guys see?
Crikey, mate, the video's done.
Thank you for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Did I sound too nudish?
Ugh.
Okay, sit down.
Cooper, you're gonna do the country highlight with us. Sit. Cause he's an Australian catfish! I know, it's genius!
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed
What happened to the Australian
I
accent?
can't do it.
Neither can I. Crikey, the country highlight is... But that didn't give it away already. Boy, a kangaroo.
Wah, ah, 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 ah.